Banaras, one of the holy cities of India, not only known for the river Ganga or the Banarasi saris, but also known for the Chatpata masaledar street food. I've been there when I was a child, and the distinct memory that I have of the place is the narrow lanes and the food stalls at every nook and corner. Hello and welcome to Rajshri Food. I'm your host Ruchi Bharani, and today I bring to you from the streets of Banaras, Tomato Chaat. So let's see how. So starting with making the sugar syrup or a sweet instant chutney for it. So the ingredients are 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cumin seed powder. It has a distinct flavor of cumin seed powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chilli powder, salt about 1/4 teaspoon, and half a cup of water. Turn on the flame and give this a stir. Make sure you keep stirring on this, otherwise the sugar crystals are going to settle at the bottom and start sticking to the pan. This will take about 3 to 4 minutes to become a sticky syrup. The syrup has started to boil. Keep stirring, and after 2 to 3 minutes, just keep checking on the spoon. If you find the syrup sticky enough, something like a honey consistency. 4 minutes are up, and now let's check on this. It's become a nice sticky syrup, also a broken thread if you can see. Let's turn off the flame and let it cool down. And now, moving on to the next part of the recipe, let's make the tomato base. In a pan, let's heat up 1.5 tablespoons of ghee. Into this, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of ginger finely chopped and 3 green chillies chopped. Give this a mix. Saute it for a few seconds and reduce the flame. Once the ginger and the chilies have cooked slightly, into this I'm going to add in all the dry spices. Half a teaspoon of hing or Asafoetida, 1.5 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chilli powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of cumin seed powder, 2 pinches of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon amchur powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of sanchal powder or black salt or kala namak, half a teaspoon of salt. Give all these spices a good mix and let it saute in the ghee. Ideally, they put a lot of ghee for sauteing these tomatoes and the spices, but I'm going to stick to only 1.5 tablespoons. After the spices are nicely sauteed for a few seconds, add in 1 tablespoon of finely chopped cashew nuts. Give this a mix and let it cook for a few seconds. Next, I'm going to add 4 tomatoes finely chopped. Stir in for a couple of minutes. Cover and let it cook. The tomatoes have been cooking since the last 2 to 3 minutes and they have softened nicely. At this point, I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. Give it a mix. Cover and let it cook for another 5 minutes. The tomatoes have nicely been cooking, and now I'm going to add in potatoes. So I've taken 2 potatoes that are coarsely mashed. Also going to add 1 tablespoon of tamarind pulp. Give this a good mix and slightly mash on the tomatoes and the potatoes. Cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes, and if you feel the need to add some salt, you can do that at this point. If the mixture has thickened, add in a little more water. If you made it earlier, it's definitely going to dry out, so you might need to add some water even while you're reheating. Give this a good mix. Let the water come to a boil, and this is like the perfect consistency of the mixture. And then I'm going to turn off the flame. Time to assemble the chaat. In a bowl, fill it up with this tomato mixture. Next, since this is a very tangy mixture, make sure you generously pour the chutney. Normally, this is served with some namak pare, but since I don't have them at home, I'm just going to crush a few puris and also garnish with a little bit of sev. And the delicious chaat is ready. Tangy with a burst of sweetness straight from the streets of Banaras, this chaat is a must try. Stay tuned to Rajshri Food, your ultimate destination for vegetarian recipes. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.